Hello. I think everything's functioning now. Woo. How is everyone today? I am personally super excited to get back to this game. I didn't have a whole lot of time to stream recently just because I had lots of stuff going on in my personal life and with school and all of that. But now I have a little bit more extra time, so let me turn my mic down. My mic looks like it's really loud. Okay, I think now we should be better. So yeah, I'm excited. I don't really have too much to say today. I think, or actually, there is no think. I know that last time I mentioned, I talked a little bit about my cover that just came out. It is of the song Start Dash from, whoa, game is loud. Sorry. I may need to turn down my game audio. What was I saying? I got distracted. What was I saying? Oh, my new cover. So I have words. Hello. Brain. Brain work. Yes. Okay. There we go. My brain finally kicked in. So I just recently released a cover of the song Start Dash from Love Live. If you're not familiar with Love Live, it is an idol anime. I guess it really counts as a franchise at this point. It's not just the one series anymore. It is an idol anime franchise, and it is one of the very first anime that I ever really watched, and it was the first anime that really inspired my love for and my admiration for idols. And so I'm really glad I was able to cover that song. I released that cover as my entry for the US Idol Fest Song Contest this year. Voting's not open yet. I think voting starts tomorrow, but hi, Pibby. Fair warning, I just got out of a pretty vulnerable moment, so I may not be able to word things the best. That's perfectly fine. There is no pressure to chat or whatever. You don't even, like, if it's going to make things worse, don't be here. Go take time to take care of yourself. I'm happy you're here, but at the same time, there's no need to be here if it's going to make your health or your mental health worse. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, so for that cover, the voting opens tomorrow. There is a fan voting category and a judge voting category. I think there are quite a few people with significantly bigger communities than me who have entered song covers, so I may not even stand a chance with the fan voting, but if you have the time and are willing to, and I really appreciate the extra vote, even if I don't think I'm going to win. Actually arrived here to decompress after said moment. Oh, all right, then yeah, feel free to stick around, but there's no pressure to be super active in chat or anything. Just take whatever time you need to decompress and take care of yourself. So yeah, voting for that opens tomorrow. I'm really excited. I am unfortunately not able to be at the con in person just because not going to be able to travel out of state since I need to be here for some family stuff. But I'm still like I said, I've said before that I really admire idols, and I figure I should take a chance and submit something for the song contest this year, so I did. That's really all I really have to say about that. Let's see. What else is happening? Oh, I don't have a set schedule for this week. I am anticipating this week to be a little bit busy, just again with family stuff and some personal life stuff, but I'm going to try and stream at my normal times if I can. Otherwise, I will like post in my Discord and on social media if I'm streaming at some time outside of my normal stream times, or if I have to cancel or if I'm not able to be here for one of my normal times. So yeah, no set schedule. I'm just gonna try and be here when I can. And I do have something I'm a little bit excited about. Is my Halloween cover is getting closer and closer to being finished every day now, and I'm really excited. It's not a song that I would have ever thought to do myself, but a friend of mine recommended it to me. She said that she thought I would do a good job on it, and it turns out that it's been really fun to try and learn the song and to try and like figure out how I want to interpret it versus the original versus all of the covers I've heard. This is sort of like Butcher Vanity. This is another song with 6 million covers of it out there. So I mean, the bad thing is that there's 6 million covers of it out there, so it may be harder for my cover to get noticed. But the good news is it gave me lots of things to look at in order to try and figure out how I wanted to interpret the song my way, if that makes any sense. And so I'm super excited for that. I got the sketch from the artist who's doing the art for the music video. I got the sketch for that the other day, and it's really, really pretty, and I'm so excited. Other than that, I don't think I have too much to... Other than that, I don't think I have too much to say, like, pre-starting the game today. So, I will go ahead and switch over to my game capture. Please be working. It's not working, and my model is tiny. Okay. Game capture, strange antiquities. Check. Okay, that works. Now I just need to fix my model. Okay, where is my model capture? There's my model capture. Bigger. There we go. All right. I can make myself a little bit smaller, actually. I always forget that I have to resize my model after I'm playing Silksong, because when I'm playing Silksong, I'm using my little Hollow Knight model, which I have like different zoom and sizing settings for. Okay, let's go ahead and start game. Start game. Day 6. I think I saved like just around the end of the last day. Or beginning of the last day, I guess. Oh, yeah, saved just around the end of the day. Did I have anything I needed to look at here? That's the Thaumic Fields. That is the map. Doesn't look like I have any other artifacts that I need to look at right now. I still have to figure out what goes in there, because clearly something does, but I don't know what it is. All right, end day. At the camp that night, one of the pair had awoken with pain in his left eye. He was alert to the threat at once, recognizing 2 things at the same time. 1, a part of his mind was not his own, and 2, the casket wanted to be opened. Okay. What do you got for my thing this time? Oh, it's very curvy, whatever it is. Looks sort of like a dude, like a fairy of some kind, maybe? Oh, it's a statue. The maiden in the tower points the way. I am buried among the trees. Alright, so I have to find something to do with a maiden in a tower. Not entirely sure what that one means. Oh, give me a second. I forgot to close Discord. That will make it easier on my computer, I think. Okay, the maiden in the tower lights the way. So there's two possible options here. There's either a tower somewhere here. Galfrey's tower is 22. 21, 19, 20, 21. Where's 22? 22. The maiden in the tower points the way. I climb the narrow, winding stairs to the top of the tower and am rewarded with views across Lake Undermere. I am not alone in the tower. Standing in the center of the circular platform is a statue of a young woman, the maiden. Her outstretched arm points due east across the roofs of Undermere and beyond. Okay. So I'm looking for somewhere out to the east of the tower. So northeast is this way. Buried among the trees. There, maybe? Oh, let's go. Okay. I find what I'm looking for in a small cavity carved into a sturdy oak tree. I look around, half expecting to see someone, but there's nobody there. I take my prize and leave, feeling my mood lifted by the smell of damp moss and the gentle rush of wind through the treetops. Okay, I got a new item. No clue what that is. I'll put it over here, I guess. There's room there, it looks like. I am gonna... Nope, down. Oh, I don't have to add it to my archive. It vanishes when I've finished it. Okay. Gonna pet my cat. I love this cat. This cat is just like the most serotonin I've got from this game in the whole time. Verona Green. I walked up the back a mile or so in the cold and wet yesterday and found a section with a handful of dead fish floating in it. Belly up and blackened they were. I'm not sure what to make of it, but I don't like it. I'm on my way to Calgarth Hall now. Spoke to Dr. Robinson earlier, and she said the two women they found there are still in the same state as all the others. In a trance and eyes all black. Before I go, Anna Bryant asked me to drop this off. Walked up the back a mile or so and found a section with a head full of dead fish floating in it. Okay. I don't know if I need to remember that or not. When we were kids, we used to explore an abandoned house on the lakefront. We'd take a boat out to the northern tip of Naylor Island and row across from there. You know the one I'm talking about, second from the left in the row of 4. I found myself outside its door 3 days ago, and I went inside for old time's sake. I wish I hadn't. It had an ominous feel to it. It has taken me the last 3 days to summon the courage to write this letter, but I think it's better you see for yourself what's out there. Yours in faith, Anna Bryant. Okay, so Naylor Island. Row across from there. The second in the row of 4. Okay. Let me look at this again. Take the boat out to the northern tip of Naylor Island and row across from there. Okay. One, 2, 3. Okay, so this house, I think? Yeah, there we go. I don't know what I was expecting to find exactly. Anna's letter was quite vague, after all, but I certainly wasn't prepared for this. In an alcove of the house, peering out through loose mortar and crumbling brick, is a macabre shrine of sorts. The skull of a stag is mounted above the opening, its antlers smeared with a dark red substance, and large melted candles pool out onto the wooden floor on either side. In the center of the altar, there is a small iron chest, rusted and fused to the floor. It's clear that it has been here for a long time. I do not see any hinge or keyhole or any way of opening it at all, but after a while I notice an inscription that says simply, I open to the voice. Alright, so I'm looking for something that's a voice of something. Actually, I'll check my book. I think my book will probably help. Artifacts. I'm looking for V. Voice of Ceranos. There we go. Is that it? There we go. The chest opens to reveal a golden totem. I can't imagine who would have stashed it here, or why, but it doesn't look like they're coming back for it anytime soon. Aw, cat! Can I put the cat next to the cat? I can put it... No, I can't. Rip. Lester Crowley. Or Crowley? I apologize if this inquisition is an imposition to your disposition. It is not my intention to bring your attention, a matter of contention. I have an inclination to perform an incantation of flirtation. For your part, a leaden heart of the thaumic art. Lead heart. Okay, so I need my table of contents. I'm looking for L. Lead heart. These items depict the god Ceranos in his non-human forms. They are heavier than they look due to a core of lead hidden by a more modest exterior. They are said to kindle romantic interest and are sometimes given as wedding gifts. Alright, so I'm looking for something that depicts a deer. What are you? Clay. Sense of touch, texture, scent and sound, I have nothing to remark. Inner perception, I have nothing to remark. Let's see, are you heavy? I know it's not that, so... Very heavy, okay. Do I have any other animal sculptures that aren't labeled? No, I do not. So I take it that is what I'm looking for. There we go. Identified. Lead heart. Using the index, I can remind myself that Ceranos has antlers, suggesting his non-human form could be a deer. Using my weighing scales, I can confirm that the item is heavier than it looks. Okay. Got new entries. I'm going to go ahead and label this real quick. It's blue because I know what it is. Lead hearts. All right, next. Angus Eaton. Oh, you're not Eli. I'm returning an item he asked me to repair. The mechanism was mangled, but I've replaced all the springs and given it a clean. Good as new. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Smooth. Color and composition. Gold. With a black gemstone in the center. Okay. I'm gonna move that somewhere, I guess. I don't know where. Over there, I guess, works. FNAF for Life 1987. Help me, I'm on fire. I don't actually have any water on my desk. I've got a monster, but honestly, I think that would just fan the flames. Stop, drop, and roll. Gotta pet the cat, of course. And then I guess next person? Oh, Eli, hello. It wasn't my intention to leave you unattended for this long, but I'm afraid that I'm going to need to rely on you for a little longer. Give me a second. I'm gonna reposition my monitor, see if I can, like, I've got, like, just a tiny bit of glare from my window coming across my monitor, and it's making it hard to read. The Order of the Black Veil seemed more concerned by the ravens than the black-eyed stare that Mr. Hungerford was found in. They said that it would take a very powerful force indeed to upset them like that. Unfortunately, they either weren't able or weren't willing to talk any further on the subject. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can change, like, the angle of my monitor or something to get it to not have glare on it. That's better. Okay. I was hoping to avoid it, but I must go to Oxford and the Bodleian Library. I will be gone for a few days at least, perhaps longer, but you seem to be handling yourself well here. I do not see eye to eye with the head of collections at the Bodleian, but I do know that he takes an interest in horticulture. I will take him a Scythian charm to smooth things over between us. Alright, so I'm looking for a Scythian Scythian? I don't know how to say that. Scythian charm or Scythian charm. Older Scythian charms are carved out of wood, but the more powerful designs make use of the planetary metals. No two are identical. They are used by horticulturists to encourage stubborn plants to thrive. They change with the weather, usually quite cold, but warm and tingly to the touch while it's raining. Okay, so I'm looking for something that is made of either wood or a planetary metal. Let's see. Okay, what are you made of? Gold. Light pink gemstone. That is either warm or cold to the touch. Warm and smooth. Okay, what about you? Weathered. I need to remember what my planetary metals are. Are you my planetary metals book? You are my planetary book. All right, humans, elements, materials. Okay, planetary metals. Copper, gold, iron, lead, quicksilver, silver, and tin. Bronze, so you're not it. Iron, gold, gemstones. All right, so I don't think it has gemstones. I think it's probably made of one metal. Bronze, that's not it. You're made of gold. Are you smooth to the touch? Doesn't mention anything about temperature. Okay. Smooth with raised detailing. That one's porcelain. Hello, plant. I don't know why I clicked on that. I knew it was a plant. What are you made of? Stone. All right, so that's not it. What else do I have that I don't have labeled yet? Wood and bronze. You're made of gold and silver. Warm and vibrating with energy. Okay. That's got a plant motif, so I think that's probably up there on my list of which ones are most likely to be it. Those are fingernails. That is definitely not what I'm looking for here. Grave detailing. It is raining outside, so I am looking for something that's warm. You are made of wood with a green gemstone. It's not you. That one specifies the kind of wood, so I'm thinking that one's something else. Golden gemstones. All right, I'm thinking it is most likely to be this. Please be right. Ah, let's go. This item is made of gold and silver, planetary metals. The leaves hint at the horticultural use of the item. Closer inspection reveals that the item vibrates in the wet weather. All right. So now I can label you. You are a Scythian? I don't know. Scythian something. Scythian charm. Okay. Next, I guess. Francesca Robertson. Oh. I'm at a loss with these patients. They aren't responding to anything I've tried so far, and I haven't been able to find anything in the literature that fits their symptoms. I am finding that they become violent if they aren't restrained, and they are always trying to leave. If nothing else, stranthium tea from a restful mether might get a moment of lucidity out of them, but if you've got any ideas, I'm all ears. Restful mether or a witch's finger? Okay, that's not what I need. I can put this one away, actually. So I need a restful mether or a witch's finger. A mether is a thaumaturge's link to the inner mind. A hot tea made from the Drantheum plant is drunk from them, taking on different properties depending on the type of nether. This particular type can be used to enter a meditative state and bypass the rush and clutter of consciousness, promoting clarity of thoughts. Or I can look for a witch's finger, which would be over here. Witch's fingers are said to be the severed digits of the Witch of Undermere. They are capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposedly purification of the body. A most unpleasant experience, but a last resort that has cured some and finished off others. I'm actually not sure on this one. I feel like these usually have one that feels like the right answer, but this one doesn't. Like, on one hand, I have a feeling of what might be, like, possessing one of them, but... So an Avakin didn't work. Guys of Lillian. That's not what I need. I gave one of them something. I gave one of the people something. I just don't remember what it was. Libula, maybe? No. Osric Ring? Also no. Selenic Totem? No. The Shadow Hold. That's what I gave them, I think. So in that case, I am going to give them, I think, the Witch's Finger. Although I have to figure out what the qualities of that is first, so I can actually figure out which item it is. The severed digits of the Witch of Undermere. Capable of inflicting intense pain. Okay. So I only really have one thing that might fit here. I'm going to archive this so that I don't have to deal with it. I think I only really have one item that might fit the description here, which is these guys right here, but I am going to double check them. Are they real severed fingers? Surely not. Gold. Sense of touch. Hard and worryingly sharp. Hard and somewhat rough and leathery. Gross. Nothing to remark on scent and sound. Inner perception. Makes me feel uneasy. Alright, I'm assuming this is what I'm looking for here. Nope. Well. Oh, shit, that brought my meter way up. Okay. Could be this. No, because that's iron. That's not a real finger. Maybe I need to go look at the church. So it was Hadrian Church is what they said. So that's number 4. The church is old and the roof is in need of repairs. Moss and lichen add splashes of color to the otherwise gray exterior. I wander around to the back of the church, where an old yew tree stands. Its gnarled branches scratch gently across faded gemstones in the breeze. The pastor strays into my moments of quiet reflection and imparts some local lore. The tree is known as the Witch of High Green Church, and there are those who believe it to have unnatural power. While the tree lives, the witch's finger is cut from its... Whoa. No. Not now. While the tree lives, the witch's fingers cut from its limbs are alleged to provide healing through pain. Okay, so I'm looking for something made of wood, actually. That's bronze. That's not it. Sense of touch, rough and gnarled. Scent and sound. Nothing. Inner perception? Nothing to remark. All right, so the symbols on it are the moon for Selene, and then I gotta figure out what that box is. I'm starting to think that, specifically since this one has been harder to figure out than the others, that it is the correct answer, if there is a correct answer. All right, so the box is a box with 2 diagonal lines and a vertical line. Which sign? There we go. I'm gonna try one more. There we go. Not literal fingers. On visiting High Green Church, I was able to learn that the witch refers to a yew tree. Yeah, it also features a symbol of witchcraft. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and label that so that I don't get things wrong again. This is a witch's fingers. Ew. I mean, I'm glad they're not literal fingers, but also still kind of gross, honestly. All right, let's see. Rebecca Rose. Hello, Rebecca. I've come to thank you for sharing the wonder of the Aries remnant with me. It has changed my life. I'm still getting to grips with it, but already I'm feeling my way back to painting again. Thank you. You're welcome? That's kind of ominous in a game like this. That's very ominous in a game like this, now that I think about it. Did I accidentally curse her or something? He knew what he had to do. Without hesitating, he took hold of his diverging hook and used it to cut away the infected part of his mind before it could spread and consume him entirely. Oh. Okay, so he just gave himself a full on lobotomy. Okay. Let's go. Okay, we've got a castle, a tower. I've been playing too much chess because my first thought was a rook. I am closest to the sunset, but furthest from the sunrise. All right, so sun rises in the east and sets in the west. So you are your tower out to the west. I'm guessing it would be in this house here. Furthest tower to the west. Okay, so that's north. If that way's north, that's east, that's south, and that's west. So this is, down here is the one that's furthest to the west, I think. There we go. The view from the tower is quite beautiful, but it's what I find inside that catches my attention. In the middle of the room is an unlocked wooden chest, and within that, not one, but 2 smaller wooden chests, along with a cryptic scrap of paper. Something diurnic seal, something object made from silver, something diurnic field. Okay. Can I take a look at this? I can't open it. There's an unpleasant sensation at the back of my skull. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna move these into my cabinet over here. And leave them be for now. And what are you? All right, so I'm looking for a diurnic seal and then something about diurnic field. So diurnic is of the day, but at the same time diurnal is regarding the day and night cycle. So I'm looking for probably planetary metals. All right, so gold is the sun and silver is the moon. So my guess is I'm looking for an object made of gold and an object made of silver that have diurnal seals on them. Put that away for now. Yay, lobotomy! Whew, that's always the answer to your problems. As if I didn't have enough on my plate right now, my sister Bonnie has been acting strange lately. She never got over the death of our father. She's always blamed Mr. Potter for his role in it, and now, with all this happening, he's got it in her head that he's behind it somehow. I'm worried she's going to do something stupid. If she comes in here, whatever you do, do not give her anything dangerous. I want to give her a keepsake to let her know that she is still loved. I've seen people gifting one another wooden totems, but I don't know what they're called. Alright, so I'm looking for a wooden totem. Next. Looking for wood, probably. Scythian Charm or a Zia. Oh, that's not it. Maybe there's something in the index about a totem instead of something wooden. Totem. Need to actually get to T first. I don't have anything here about a totem either. Love, Selenic totem. Oh. Selenic totem. These carved totems, more commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with a sentiment or feeling such as love or joy, and then held tightly to recall the same feeling. Alright, so that seems like about the right thing, so I'm looking for... Are you made of wood? You are made of wood. Okay. Let's try this. Thank you. I also wanted to tell you that Mr. Hungerford has responded well, despite the pain he must be in. I put him through the ringer with that witch's finger. Hey, that rhymes. I'm hopeful that he will come round soon. You're a very good cat, Jupiter. Verona Green. Those silly sods at Calgarth Hall wouldn't let me in to look around. It seems I've upset the little lord who lives there at some point in the past. Allegedly, I refused to perform an exorcism on his haunted house. He didn't like my suggestion that it might be the local kids playing pranks on him because he's a mean old git. Is that how you say that? I feel like that's a very British word, and I've never actually heard it said out loud. I'm not so easily put off, though. Do you have a Tenebrin cloak I could use this evening? I've got some snooping to do. Alright, Tenebrin cloak. I don't think I've done that before, so I will need to identify it. Tenebrin cloak. Upon activation, a Tenebrin cloak can create a sphere of enshrouding darkness that will cloak all within its reach. A single stone set in bronze gives power to these totems. Alright, so I'm gonna look at gemstones and see if there's anything that is, like, specifically associated with darkness. Bloodstone, a stone for dark purposes. Or a dark stone for dark purposes. Iolite, jade, kyanite, malachite, obsidian, moonstone, a stone of protection and enveloping night. Onyx, a stone of the night and darkness. There are some who fear it and some who are seduced by it. Or Vivinite. Okay, so that's not it. So I'm looking for moonstone or onyx, I think. A single stone set in bronze. You have more than one stone. You have more than one stone. You don't have any stones. Bronze. Green gemstone. Perception? Nothing to remark. Sight and sound. Sense of touch. Raised detailing. Alright, so that's a green gemstone. Let me check that again. Because apparently I can't remember. Malachite is a stone of sight. Jade is a stone of the earth and of nature. Doesn't look like malachite, though. It's not the right color. Okay, so that's not it, I don't think. You're set in gold, so it's not that. What about you? You're bronze. Turquoise gemstone. Let's see, turquoise. Do I have any turquoise gems? Kyanite is blue. Pale blue or turquoise, a stone of water. Okay, so that's not what I'm looking for, I don't think. What else do I have here? You're wood. You're gold. Could be you. No. Maybe if I check my symbols again? Looking for anything associated with darkness. Alright, so dark is is one triangle inside another triangle. Alright, so I've got a couple of options here. I've got this guy with the, it looks like jade in the middle. Got this guy with the turquoise. I think those are my only two options right now. Because I know what all of the other ones are. All the other ones that might qualify. A single stone set in bronze. It's a totem, not a charm, I think. Darkness, maybe? Maybe there's something in here with the that I can find that's related to darkness. Lightning, rain, snowstorm, thunder, wind, cold. Blessings, reverse spirituality, triple goddess, witch sign. Alright, so nothing in there that I can find. In that case, I will just double check these guys one more time, I guess. Alright, so aquamarine is dryadic. What's that mean again? So many books I need to consult here, apparently. Alright, dryadic is of the earth. I don't think that's what I'm looking for. Could be jade is also of the earth. It's not moonstone, I don't think. Could be onyx. Or vivinite is dark blue-green. Man, I don't know. This got a lot harder than I remember it being. Okay, so this has got weather symbols along the outside. Versus this is... I think it's this. I think the symbols along the outside of the other one might be more... Nope. Well, I think it's that one then. It's not that one? Wait, what is it then? That's gold. I mean, the gemstone's right, but it's gold, so I don't think it's the right... Single gemstone set in bronze. That's glass and iron. That's not it. Is it you? It's bronze and dark green gemstone, so that's the malachites, but that one is bronze and wood, isn't it? Okay, if I get one more wrong, I'm done for the day, so. Rip. Deep fear has taken root. I must break the hold it has over me. The goal is to break the seal. Match dice symbols to a section of the seal to break it. Stars are wild. They can be any symbol as long as they are all the same. Roll the dice as many times as you like. Click dice to lock and unlock them. If you get 3 crossbones before banking, you lose a life. So I've got the cat. Okay, so moon. Bank. Roll. Looking for 2 of a kind. Well, I've got the cat at least. There we go. One, two, three, bank. Okay. I saved myself somehow. I did not know you could do that. Oh, it restarts the day, I think. Need a tenebrine cloak. I don't know if I have one. I feel like I've tried everything that is an option here. It's not you. It's a sun bond. Said it's a single gemstone set in bronze. I tried you. It's not you. It's not you. I still don't think I have the key for this. Okay, maybe there's something I'm missing here. That's not it. Could be you, maybe? No. Looks like it's the right size, but it's not the right shape. No. No. You're not right. What about you? No. 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 Not you. Could be you. No. So yeah, I'm clearly missing something here. Should consult my gemstone book to see if there's a suitable stone for this item. I did. It's either moonstone or onyx, I'm pretty sure, but I only have one thing with moonstone, and I only have one thing with onyx, and neither of them fit the description. Moonstone is a stone of enveloping night. Okay, but I only have one thing with a moonstone, and is it bronze? Well, I might as well try it. Nope. Looking for an item with a moonstone set in bronze. Gee, thanks. I don't think I have that. What's the description on this? A light pink gemstone. Okay. I don't have anything else with a light pink gemstone, I don't think. Pink is gemstone, but it's not set in bronze. It's set in porcelain. Pinkish gemstone, orange gemstone, black gemstone, but it's not bronze. No, I've got that. I just don't think I have a moonstone set in bronze. Maybe it's something that ended up in one of my drawers? No. Did I do something wrong? Am I looking for... Am I missing something? Diurnic seal, object made from silver. Thalamic fields. And books. I don't have anything that's relevant here. Okay, so that's not going to be any help. There's got to be something I'm missing with the shop itself. Let me look at my archive. Sort a couple items in the cellar. The wine merchant. Okay, I've been there. I've checked this. Checked that. Checked this. Horn shackle, evocant, and then a moon something. Alright, so alcove key is a horned shackle, an evocant, and a moon something. One of these is a horned shackle. Horn shackle, horn shackle, horn shackle. Oh, that's the evocant. Looking for a horned shackle, an evocant, and a moon heart. Horn shackle, an evocant, and a moon heart. The moon heart is the Selenic totem, so that's this. Ah, I messed up. Okay. Horn shackle, evocant, Selenic totem. Clicked the wrong thing. Okay. There's nothing there for me. Okay. So that's not it. I've got to be missing something. All right, so if I can't do anything with that, I have a couple of other places I can still look. I can try and see if there's anything that fits here. No. 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 So that's about the right size. Can I open you somehow? Like if I drag you down to my table, can I open you? So it's something to do with time, maybe? I mean, I've got the clock. I know I can mess with the clock. But I don't know what the right time for that is. And I can flip it around, but I still don't quite know what the right thing is for that. All right, let me look at my books. Maybe the symbols on these will tell me something. All right, so I'm looking for something with a times, with like an hourglass, and something with a weird squiggly with a line through it. Thunder. Okay. So nothing there. Oh, wait. You're a moonstone set in bronze. There we go. I was thinking it would be only bronze. All right, let me label this. You are a Tenebrin cloak. There we go. Barton Potter. I bumped into Eli at the station yesterday before he left for Oxford. His train was late, so we had a brief chat, and he suddenly remembered something he wanted to tell you. I told him I'd pass on the message. In other news, I've got a little something for you if you're interested. It's going to cost you, but it's worth it. A map of the catacombs. Very rare, worth a lot to someone in your line of work, I imagine. And all I'm asking for in return is a valent. Or valent? I don't know. Okay, so that's going here. Keep forgetting to mention, it would be helpful for you to read Dr. Robertson's booklet on curses. You'll find it in the cupboard hidden in the counter. Okay. Okay, Valent. I'm looking for a Valent. I can move this back up now, and I can move these back up over here, I guess. The holes of a Valent are roughly equal size and spacing. They are used by the adventurers to help them find their way. A curious pulse can be felt whenever its power concentrates. Okay, so it's got holes in it? That's all I get to know? Alright, so nothing to remark. Nothing to remark by touch, either. Something with multiple holes of about equal size and spacing. Nothing to remark. Oh, it could be this. Sense and sound, nothing to remark. Vibrates with energy. It's rough and pitted. It's... Alright, could be this. Oh, I forgot to ask her. My audio... I forgot to turn my game music on! You're kidding me. I've been here for an hour and I forgot to turn on my game music. Yeah. Who would I be without a little bit of scuff? Alright, so I'm guessing it's this. There we go. Equivalent, okay. And now I have a map of the catacombs. I don't have any clues for that yet, though, so... Cupboard hidden in the counter, okay. Put that away, I'm gonna put that over here, and then I'm just gonna, like, scan around this to see if there's anything I can interact with. But not that, I've already messed with that. I feel like that did something, but I don't know what it did. Didn't change anything here. I think it changed anything here either. Figure out what that does later. I feel like I'm going crazy here. I know who's behind this madness, all those people with the pitch black eyes, but nobody's listening to me. I've seen it happen before. 7 years ago, my father died the same way. Well, since nobody will listen, I'm going to take care of it myself. A Corvin's might, please, and I'll be on my way. Gray's Grace or Corvin's Might. Okay, well, I guess I better look these up. Corvin's Might is sometimes called an Eagle's Gift, as an assassin's tool that makes use of Wixic power. When the warrior queen Corvin was surrounded and close to defeat, a gift came to her from an unlikely source. With it, she turned the tide of battle, and the legend of the Bloody Queen was born. These objects pay homage to the Bloody Queen's gift, or Gray's Grace. Worn as a pendant to dispel melancholy, they shared the design of a shadow catcher. Alright, so it shares the design of a shadow hold. So I'm looking for something with this same design on it. Alright, I looked at the shadow catcher. That's cool and all, but I don't have anything that shares that inscription, I don't think. At least not anything that I can unlock right now. I'm just gonna look at everything that I don't have labeled yet. Okay, well, it's definitely not that. It's not you. Don't think it's you. It's not you. looking for a shadow catcher. I don't have anything else with a shadow catcher on it, I don't think. It's not you. You've got the rains. You've got the weather symbols. You don't have a shadow catcher. You don't have a shadow catcher. Oh, you kind of look like a shadow catcher. Let me pull it up in the book again, and then I'll come and compare this. Alright, let's try this. Grace. Okay, there we go. Don't insult me, Thaumaturge. This isn't some depression that can be cured with your little trinkets. I will get hold of a Corvin's Might. I'm gonna label you. It's Grace. Oops, sorry, an ad break ran there and I entirely didn't notice. I really do need to get another monitor. As his mind roiled in confusion, he watched through his remaining good eye as his partner lunged towards the satchel that contained the casket. To his horror, he saw that his partner's eyes were black. Alright, we have a gravestone. Okay, that's not ominous at all. I assume I meant to find the one in the catacombs that matches this shape. Close you, open up my map. Alright, catacombs. Looking for a gravestone that's shaped like this. Oh, you look right. Anything else that looks right? You also kind of look right. But no, that one has not quite the same shape. Okay, I guess I'm probably looking at this one then. Let's take a wrong turn. This isn't where I meant to come. Rip. Okay. There's one, that one? No, that one's not the right shape. I'm looking for a pointy top. Oh, it could be that one. There we go. Squeeze through a partially collapsed passageway and emerge in a small chamber. Glinting in the flickering torchlight, I catch a sight of a pendant draped across an old gravestone. Okay. Constance Bader. My awakening ceremony takes place at the convent tomorrow. I will need a talon. Amphicean talon. Okay, let's see. The League of the Amphicean Heart uses these items as part of its grim initiation rite. They guard their secrets closely, but it is said that they worship the ancient nameless gods, communicating with them via the broken path. Acolytes must press the tip of a talon hard against their cheekbone to the point of drawing blood. They perform this act nightly for 49 days, 7 sevens, after which the scar will forever mark them. Alright, so broken path. What is that? Is that referenced in anything other than talon? No. What about the nameless god? No, that's not it. Nameless gods? Amphicean talon. Okay. Amphicean heart. Amphicean talon. Okay. Well, that's not particularly helpful. I need something that's sharp. Oh, it could be this. This might be what I'm looking for. Oh, and she's got the snake on her. She's got the snake on her cloak, too. So I'm guessing this is what I'm looking for. Yep. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna label this Amphicean talon. let's keep moving. Simone Green. Oh, where's Jupiter today? I always look forward to coming in to say hello to him. Oh, I didn't even notice he was gone. I might be a bad cat owner. I've been working my way through the journal, but it's heavy going. I keep coming back to this series of sketches. Does it mean anything to you? Could it relate to the plinths? Let me see. Oh, these are the fields. So... Ophthalmic lens is what I'm looking for. Is that even in the book? QRST. No. But maybe it's in the index. Ophthalmic lens. ST. Nope. Okay, so I can't figure that out yet because I don't have the lens in question. And I still haven't figured out what's up with the pattern here. Curious about something. Okay, so the times do change with... Do I have something documenting the cycles of the moon? I don't, do I? Got these wooden cups here. I'm pretty sure these are relevant for something, but I don't know what. And, I'm assuming I have to do something with the fields. So I know that this is a diurnic field. Can I figure out what that does now? So, let me see. Let me figure out which objects I know are diurnic in nature. Ares Remnant. That's not it. Here we go. I'm looking for diurnic. So triangle, or diamond, circle, and then 2 circles in the middle and at the top. Do I have anything with that label? That's selenic, I think, is what I labeled it as. For something in related to the sun. St. John's Anvil, Hunter's Boon. I'm gonna try something. I know that this is selenic in nature. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still missing one of these little wooden pieces. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with it either. Object made from silver. I would assume I need an object made of silver and an object made of gold, maybe? That's iron. Do I have anything that's made of silver? Oh, this one I know is made of silver and gold, so maybe this is diurnic? No. Can't interact with that in any way. I'll come back to it. Francesca. I have had to stop using the witch's finger on Jack Hungerford. I was worried it might end up killing him. I believe it has helped somewhat, but it still hasn't been enough to lift him from this curse. I'll take that mether for myself. I need to get my thoughts in order. Alright, restful mether. Need to actually identify this one now. A mether is a thaumaturge's link to the inner mind. A hot tea made them the Duranthium plant is drunk from them, so it's a cup? Alright, so I'm looking for something that is to enter a meditative state. Oh, that's these cups over here. So I need to figure out which one is... Alright, so oak wood. Grave detailing, scent and sound. It has a sharp aroma. Nothing to remark. Okay, let's see you. Scent and sound. Rough, an uneven texture. Dark purple gemstone. There's wood with sharp aroma, perception, nothing. Okay, so I need to figure out... I'm gonna look at my gemstones book, probably. Looking for dark purple stone. Iolite is a stone of peace and clarity, dark purple. Looking for Mentic has to do with the mind, I think. So it's Iolite or Amethyst. I think it's this one. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So I'm gonna label you or restful mether. Okay. Next person, I guess. Bonnie Robertson. I've come back for that Corvin's Might, and I'm not taking no for an answer this time. Well. Oh, you better fucking not. If you give it to me, you'll never see your cat again. Take it to the woods behind Calgarth. I am not sacrificing my cat. So I guess I'm figuring out what a Corvin's Might is. Corvin's Might, there we go. An assassin's tool that makes use of Wixic power. I'm looking for Corvin or the Bloody Queen. Sometimes called an Eagle's Gift. Binding Seed, Corvin's Might, Sleep Vessel. That's not it. Binding Seed. Alright, so that's not what it is either. So I'm looking for an Eagle's Gift. It's not that. Certainly not that. With Wixic symbolism or otherwise Wixic stones. Huh. Alright, what do I have for Wixic stones? Amethyst is containment. Bloodstone is for dark purposes. Topaz for strength. Okay. I think it is very, very likely to be this, but I don't know. Corbin's Might. Sometimes called an eagle's gift. It's an assassin's tool that makes use of lexic power. So it's got the claws landing on her arm. I think it's very likely to be this. A perception, nothing to remark. Scent and sound, maybe? Polished, rough, polished. Black gemstone. An iron claw and polished wood. Alright, well. Wyatt Collings. I think I've been cursed. 2 weeks ago, I was minding my own business in the Guilty Ram when a stranger came up to me. He handed me a book titled The Changes of Dr. Learmouth before leaving. Something about it intrigued me enough to take it home with me. Ever since I read the first page, I've been having terrible nightmares, and they're getting worse. I spoke to Dr. Robertson, and she sent me here. So I need something that can cure curses? Should get that cupboard that's set into the counter open. I can rotate the wheel. Okay, yeah, so it is this, then, that I have to solve. Still don't have the answer to this. I don't think anything I've tried has worked. Maybe that? Nope. I'm going to try literally every object until something clicks, I guess. It's not the plants, good to know. Tried all of these already, haven't I? It could be one of the mugs, I guess, but I don't think it is. Need some sort of key for the cupboard. Perhaps I have something among my items. I've been trying that, man. Just hasn't really worked. Well, it ain't that, and it ain't this. Definitely ain't that. Okay, instead of trying everything, maybe I have something in my book about curses? Or something in here about curses? Change. Curse. Caustic purifier and a lamb's siphon. Small topaz gemstone placed in a strong smelling liquid. Or... lamb's siphon. That's clearly not it. What about you? Could it be you? Nope. Well, I guess I'm just trying everything. This is the right shape, I'm sure of it, but it's just not... it doesn't work. Nope. It's not you. Not you. It's not that one, okay. Do I try this? Nope. Pretty sure I tried that one already, but... That is not this. It's not this. I've tried. This I've tried. Tried that. Could be one of the weights, maybe? No. Nope. Literally, what else would it be? Tried the cups. I've tried... Oh! It's this flower thing that I can push the petals. Okay. So I need... Go back. I'm gonna put this down on my desk. Alright, so I need 2 here, 1 on the bottom, and 1 on the bottom left. Alright, so now I've got whatever this is. And another book. On curses and their effects. Let's see. Black heart. The heart of the sufferer feels constricted. The skin is pale and cold to the touch, and veins stand out darkly on the body. So, you've been having nightmares. Don't see anything particularly weird about your face. Breath of Lyra. That's not it. That's not it. Morgan's insanity could... Oh, Noctic sights. Those suffering from this curse speak of increasingly vivid nightmares. Alright, so I'm looking for something that can cure Noctic sight. So first step is to probably find that in my encyclopedia here. LMN. Noctic sight. Moonstone Guardian. For the banishment of Hobbs, fear, and Noctic sight, these tend to take the form of a comforting guardian. Okay. You've got a moonstone. Could be... Alright, so I will just bring you back down. Nope. Okay, close it. Take the key out. Oh. Can I not close it anymore? Can I not take the key? Okay, I can't take the key. Well, I'll just close it then. So I'm looking for someone with a moonstone. I think it's probably this cat over here. There we go. Moonstone Guardian. Moonstone. I keep trying to press enter to, like, add a new line, forgetting that it will add a new line on its own. Guardian. There we go. Iliad Corner, hello, welcome in. Surely a tried and true method is just picking up everything to see what works. I mean, I found it eventually. Well, except I needed to ask for hints first because I didn't realize that you could push the pedals on it. I do wish there was a little bit more detail in that so that it would be more evident to the naked eye without having to zoom way in on it, but... There's not much that can unsettle me these days, but I found something at Calverth Hall that I'd rather I hadn't. In the cellar, where they found those 2 poor girls, I came across a bubbling black mess that was oozing from the rock itself. Seems there's a sickness in Undermere. It's in the earth and water, and it's spreading. Having a good stream so far. Yeah, pretty good. It's been, I feel like, pretty chill today. If it's undergrounds, then underground's where I'll start. See if I can find anything in the catacombs. I realize now that I've been a little careless. I've been getting headaches. I won't go into the catacombs without a sextrum. Okay, so I guess I gotta find out what that is. Alright, S. Where's S? S-E, there we go. Protects against insanity in all its forms. These items, like the mind itself, are not well understood. Okay, so I'm looking for something with either a mind symbol or a mind gemstone. Sick. Looking for Mentic, I think, is the mind. Looking for... Mentic. Looking for either a kyanite stone or a malachite stone. And let me look at my let me double check my symbols real quick, see if there's anything in particular to look for. Yeah, so Mentic is of the mind. Protection. So protection. Insanity is the like almost kind of Aries looking symbol. And then the protection is the double diamonds. Is there anything else I should look for? Mundane element, seasons, weather. Wicca. Okay. I had something here. This has got the protection from the... This has got protection symbols surrounding an insanity symbol. So that would be my guess. And also 6 points. That probably helps. I'm realizing now that I know more Latin roots than I thought I did. The item features symbols of protection surrounding a symbol of insanity, hinting at its protective properties. Alright, so I have still got some things to investigate. I'm gonna put my books back away. I have got... Okay, so this is checked off. So I can put that in my archive. I've got a couple of other papers here. So I need to go to the woods behind Calgarth. I want my cat back, man. I'm pretty sure this is the Corvin's Might that I'm looking for, so... Woods behind Calgarth. Here. Where's Calgarth? Quarry. Mailer Island, Lake Undermere, Whitebeck. For C. Calgarth Hall, 25. 26, 25. So I guess I'm going to the woods. Oh, I have another option. That's close enough, says a voice from the shadows. Give me the Corvin's Might, and I'll return your cat. I peer into the gloom, but can't see anyone amongst the trees. I hesitate. I should give her what she wants, but then again, I am a thaumaturge. I don't always have to do what people want. Perhaps there is a better way to find out where Jupiter is. Alright, so Diverging Hook. Which one's my... This is my artifact book? Yeah, this is my artifact book. Alright, so, Diverging Hook. Not that. There's a way to carve thoughts from the mind of another. If done with skill, the third party may have no realization that the thought was ever there at all, but it is all too easy to leave a mind in disarray. Even when approached with care, the unanchored thoughts are easy to lose track of. They have a single gemstone from each of the 3 thaumic branches. Okay. So I need... this book will remind me of what the 3 branches are, because I apparently cannot remember. Celestial, diurnal, and individual. So I'm looking for a selenic or drydic, a diurnic or noctic, and a mentic or wixic. Okay. Okay, so I'm looking for something with 3 gemstones. I have a couple of those. There's this, which has a moonstone, an orange, and an that looks like an onyx. Looking for something with a moonstone. Gotta figure out what the orange stone is. Alright, so moonstone is selenic. Onyx is noctic. So I need something that's orange. Yellow or orange, sometimes containing impurities. I'm pretty sure Diurnic and Selenic are on the same one, though. Oh, no, Diurnic and Noctic are on the same. So I've got black gemstone, a pale pink, and a orange. Yellow or orange sometimes containing impurities. So that is Diurnic, check. I've got light pink, which is, I think, the moonstone Selenic. So I've got Diurnic, Selenic, and then the last one has to be either Mentic or Wixic. The last one is Onyx, I think, or it could be Obsidian. Neither one of them is right, though. So it's not that one. Let's see, what's... This one also has 3. Or pale yellowy orange, dark green, and black. Alright, so yellow-orange is... Topaz, Wixic. Okay. Black is Drydic, and then it was green. Malachite is Mentic. Or it could be Jade. Let me take another look. No, that's definitely Malachite. Mentic. Wixic. Okay, so that's not it either. I have anything else with 3 gemstones? That one's got 3 gemstones, but it's 3 of the same. This one's got 3, but 2 of them are the same. Yellow-orange. Dark green. Black. So the black could maybe be something else, but the yellow, orange, and dark green still clash with each other, I think. Because Topaz is Wixic and Malachite is Mentic. So that can't be it, which means that it has to be this one, doesn't it? Okay, so I've got Moonstone, that's Selenic. Check. Black. And orange. Pretty sure the orange is Topaz. Or no, the orange is Amber. Diurnic. Okay, so I've got Selenic and Diurnic. I need Mentic or Wixic for the last one. So I've got two options. It could be Obsidian or it could be Onyx. Neither of which seem to be right. I think it's more likely to be Onyx just because it's got the stripes. Noctic. That one is 100% orange. I can't seem to think of... The pale pink is definitely Moonstone, and this is definitely Amber. So Moonstone is Selenic. Check. Amber is Diurnic. Check. So I need Mentic or Wixic for the Blackstone. Could be Bloodstone. Dark green or black with flecks of red, but there is no red. Obsidian is Drydic, which conflicts with the Selenic, and Onyx is Noctic. So it's not this one either. Do I have anything else that has 3 gemstones? I don't think so. Oh, this does. I forgot I had this. Alright, let's check this. We've got orange, yellow, and turquoise. So orange is Amber. Topaz is... or yellow is Topaz, so orange is Amber. Topaz is Wixic, I think it said. Wixic. Check. The Amber is Diurnic, so those 2 are fine. And then I need my third to be either Selenic or Drydic. Aquamarine. Okay. I think this is what I'm looking for here. Please be right. Yes, okay. Diverging hook. I focus my attention on the diverging hook, searching the woman's mind hurriedly for any thought related to Jupiter. It doesn't take long for her to realize that something is wrong. She steps out from the shadows with an enraged look on her face and lunges at me, causing me to slice wildly with the diverging hook. Her feelings of anger flow through the hook into me and scatter. She stumbles forward, confused now. And I try again, this time latching onto a swirling image of Jupiter's face, and I cut once more. I learn instantly that Jupiter is safely stowed aboard the Mary Belle, and I back away uncertainly, feeling a complex mixture of anger and pity at the now placid woman in front of me. Hey man, she stole my cat. I ain't giving her any kind of break on this one. So I can put these away. I can put this away. This is the last one I have to look at. I don't have a lens, though, is the thing. So I can't figure out the fields. I can, however, go get my cat back. Alright, so looking for the Mary Belle is 23. 21, 28, 25, 27, 24, 22, 23. The Mary Belle is an old paddle steamer that hasn't been in working condition for many years. There's nobody aboard, or nobody I can see at least, so I climb over the railing and start peering through grimy windows. As I approach the far side of the boat, I hear a desperate crying coming from behind a windowless door. I try the handle and it opens to reveal an unimpressed cat with mismatched eyes. Jupiter. He springs from his prison into my arms. I hold him tight to my chest and he rubs my chin with the back of his head, purring with delight. Oh, the good boy's back! Yay! This little guy deserves the world. He deserves the world. Alright, before I go ahead and start the next day, I'm gonna take a quick break and go grab some more water. I hope that's okay with y'all. I am out, and if I'm gonna keep talking, I need a little bit of water. So I will be right back. I promise. Bye. Okay, I'm back. See, I told you I'd be quick. Okay. So I don't think I can do anything about these pieces of paper that I have left, so it's just the maps that I have to work with, and the... So you know what? I'm gonna put the maps in a drawer. And that way I don't have them, like, clogging up my to-do section down here. Alright, let's go ahead and end the day. He tried to use the diverging hook on his partner, as he had done on himself, but could find no part of him that had not been taken over by the infection. His partner's hands ripped at the satchel, tearing it open and sending the black casket tumbling out. Alright, what else we got today? This way. Up, we've got a cross. Okay. That is significantly less ominous than a gravestone. Below a moon that does not shine, there is no mark upon my shrine. In the dark, but not alone, my neighbor bears a cross of stone. Okay, so that's going to be another one in the catacombs. I'm looking for a plain grave, one without a mark, next to a cross and below a moon. So it could be either this one or that one. They're both next to crosses, but only this one is below a moon. I find the blank tombstone without too much trouble, but there's nothing else here. Feeling foolish, I begin to make my way back to the surface when suddenly I see it. Tucked away in a natural crack in the rock wall. A stone totem. This is what I came for. Okay. No clue what that is. It's going in the corner. Oh, I'm sorry, Jupiter. You're a good boy. I have traveled a long way searching for an eye of the forest. I have read stories of the Dryer of old who would hunt in partnership with an eagle, seeing what they see, soaring on the wind. I intend to rekindle this lost custom. Perhaps you know something about it? Eye of Ceranos. Okay. So I've got a voice of Ceranos. I don't think I figured out which one the eye is yet. Eye of Ceranos. Known as the Eyes of the Forest, these ancient artifacts enable one to enter the minds of lesser creatures. It is alleged that Ceranos himself wielded an eye. Eyes of Ceranos are hard to come by. They are powerful and should not be used carelessly. Okay. So there's a couple things here. There's this wooden thing here. I've got one that resembles that. That has a gemstone in the middle. Nothing to remark. Has a pleasant scent that reminds me of the forest. Sense of touch. Hard and cool, rough. Okay. Green gemstone, a dark wood. You, perhaps. Okay. So it is yew wood and a green gemstone. I think the gemstone I'm looking for is malachite or jade. So jade is drydic, a green, a stone of the earth and nature. Or malachite is mentic, but it's a stone of sight. Could be this green marble, but there's no other. I think it is much more likely to be this. Yeah, there we go. Using the index in the book, I can find a sketch of Ceranos holding an item that looks similar. Jade gemstone hints at the connection to the natural world. Okay, so that is an Eye of Ceranos. Let me go ahead and label that. Eye of Ceranos. Okay. Let's see. Who's up next? David Schaefer. I was expecting to talk with Verona Green this morning, but she wasn't at home. Unusual for her. I hope she's okay. If you can spare the time, we'd appreciate your help. There's something unusual in our house. You can't miss us. We're the only detached house on Ruskin. Warmest regards, Mrs. R. Breen. Alright, so looking for Ruskin. Church Road North, Heath Station, Market, King Edward. Ferryman, Mill. Prince, Woodcraft, Ransom, Headley Guild. Ruskin Street, the only detached house on Ruskin Street. I am greeted by a tired-looking middle-aged woman who immediately offers me tea. I gratefully accept, enjoying the social ritual before we meander towards the point of my visit. It would help if I could talk. She leads me up the stairs and into the attic. A single small window does little to dispel the gloom, but our eyes slowly adjust. Then we hear the voices. At first, I think it's the house creaking in the wind. Soft, murmuring groans that seem to come from the walls themselves. But then I start to feel as though a conversation is happening, too quiet to make any sense of. Alright, so I need something that's going to help me here, which was what? I know I gave someone something before that helps them. I'll just scroll through these, I guess. That's memory. Cause a mental fog. That's the Talon. Use objects induce a form of synesthesia. That's not it. Breathe underwater. Can be placed in any liquid to render it safe to drink. That's not it. A Cossack purifier will cleanse curses and hexes. Permit the bearer to withstand fire. Levitation field. Diverging hook. Elva stone. Ethereal key is designed to be hidden from prying eyes. When activated by moving the object in a circular motion, the key is revealed by its gemstone of light. An Evocant, no. Eye of Ceranos is not it. Fortinance can enhance physical strength or restore strength. Raise Grace dispels melancholy. Guise of Lillian. Oh, hearing charm. Animals known for their hearing. Okay, so I swear I have one of these. With the hearing charm, I suddenly find myself able to pick up every small sound without difficulty. The whispered voices become clearer, and my heart beats faster as I hear what they're saying. They are discussing a section of the wall where some of the bricks are loose. Carefully, I pull them away to reveal a small cavity. Inside, to my horror, is a human skull, its dark eyes staring lifelessly back at me. At the insistence of the voices, I reach inside the cavity, and my hand closes around an unusual-looking item. Immediately, the voices fall silent, and my heightened senses are left with the whooshing drumbeat of the blood being pumped around my body. Okay. Well, that's definitely something. No clue what, though. Alright, so that is... I finished that, so that can go in the archive. I want to see here if there's anything that might, like, lean towards the idea of a thalmic lens. No. Okay, there is this spiral symbol that is rebirth. But it doesn't match. Alright, so I'm looking for something that I know produces a Noctic... There was one of these that said it produced a Noctic field. That's a levitation field. Noctic, Noctic, Noctic. I should go to the... Yeah, I should go here instead of... Alright, so Diurnic is a sleep vessel. That's not what I'm looking for, though. Don't need a Diurnic field. Drydic is also a sleep vessel. Oh, because sleep vessel mentions everything. Okay. Fire, Gemstone Gold, Guilt, Hearing, Hex, Hobsphere, Holger, Insanity, Iron, Joy, King Sagittarius, Thorns, Levitation, Life, Light, Love, Melancholy, Mentic, Binding Seed, Sleep Vessel. That's not it. It's not Mentic. Noctic Field. Okay. Ambra, Selenic Token, Sleep Vessel. It would be the Ambra. These items cause mental fog, a withering of intellect and thought. Through prolonged use, they can cause the whites of the eyes to turn black and the subject to become deeply disoriented. They produce a Noctic Field. Okay, so I have no way to identify it other than the presence of the Noctic Field, so I was hoping that that would let me, like, find the lens that I need, but I don't think it will. There's one other thing I can look at. I can look for Selenic or Wixic in the book and see if there's anything else that, like, specifically says it produces a field. Selenic or Wixic. Elvastone? No. Okay. No. Okay, wrong way. Selenic Totem could be it. Nope. Alright, so then I'm looking for Wixic, Binding Seed, Corvin's Might, Sleep Vessel. I've looked at all of those already. Alright, so there's nothing that specifically says it produces a field. In which case, I think I'm just gonna have to leave that for now and just keep waiting. Which is kind of infuriating because I want to know what it does, but at the same time, it's clearly not far enough into the game that I need the item yet, so... Grenville Pierce. My father's sword has a space in the hilt where a shimmer should go, but he sold it to buy whiskey a long time ago. For whatever reason, he never did sell the sword itself. I wanted to restore it to its former glory. Alright, I need a shimmer. Do not think I've heard of that one before, so let's just see. S. Shimmer. These belong to a series of objects that were designed to slot into armor or weaponry. They induce calm rage in the face of unimaginable horrors in battle, allowing the bearer to stay one step ahead. The Knight of Thorns famously wore a shimmer on his chest plate, but it didn't save him from being slain in the Battle of Sutherfell of 1356. Alright, so he wears a shimmer on his chest plate. Alright, so it looks like 3 stones in that sort of triangle formation and then one in the middle. Let me look at the other... Nope. Okay, so the only entry I have for him is shimmer. Give me a second and look at the catacombs. I want to see if there's anything in 1356. 1688. 1781. 1801. 1356. Should not have come here. Rip. Okay. Could be this, maybe? Oh. Why is Reaper open? I didn't open Reaper. I must have misclicked at some point. tried to tap out to look at chat and it opened Reaper, which for those of y'all who aren't aware of what that is, it's a DAW, or a digital audio workstation, I think is what it's like translates to. You were a shimmer on his chest plate. So yeah, 3 gemstones with 1 in the middle. That's not it, it's the wrong pattern. That could be it, but I don't think so. Induce calm rage. Okay. It's not that. So I'm gonna go on inner perception and see if there's anything there that might... Thunder mark. Alright, so 4 gemstones in like a triangle with 1 in the middle. I don't think it's this. Looking for anything with like a calm rage. Nothing to remark. Okay. You know it's not you. Oh, I know what you are. You're the diverging hook. I should probably label you. That's not it. This is the thing that's meant to ward off insanity. I forgot to label that one too, clearly. Shimmer. Let me look at the hints for something that looks like it could fit in the slot in the sketch. Oh. Okay, so I'm looking for something roughly triangular with 3 bumps around the edge. Actually, so it could easily be this. Or it could be... Let me check hints one more time. Alright, so that's the only hint I'm gonna get. In which case, I think it's probably this. Yeah, okay. Oh, I was supposed to read into the gemstones. So that is a shimmer. Should label it. Blue for confirmed. Shimmer. Oop, ad break ran. Sorry, I didn't even notice. Twitch doesn't seem to give me like consistent ad break alerts anymore. Like it used to tell me like in my little like feed when an ad break was running, but I don't know what changed, but now it doesn't. Freddie Lamb. I work at the steel mill in Keswick, and I don't think there's a one of us that hasn't suffered a nasty burn. Do you have anything that can protect against that sort of thing? Alright. I swear I saw something when I was looking for the other thing. I'm looking for like something that protects against burns or fire. Dark, fire. Siren Ward? Can permit the bearer to withstand fire or flame. Okay. Made from basilisk scales. So I'm looking for something that's made of scales. I haven't taken a look at you yet, although I'm thinking that's not what I'm... Some kind of green organic material. Okay, so it's made of scales. What do I have that might be made of scales? Golden stone, that's not it. Oh, it could be this. A brown shard of some kind. Black, orange, and black. Okay, let me check my gemstone book. Just to be sure. So the black is volcanic glass, a stone of fire. And the orange is topaz, which is, I'm pretty sure also, not topaz, amber, which is also fire. So I'm thinking it is very likely to be this guy. Yep, there we go. Cyrene Ward. Okay, I should label that. Thanks, my wife will be relieved. I found this down on the side of the counter here just now while I was waiting. Don't know if it's anything important or not. Thanks? Oh, that is important. I know exactly what that is. Because that, let me move my books, goes right here. That's my last missing piece. And there's the lens. Let's go. Okay. So I know what a diurnal field looks like. So I can either... What does that do? Oh, okay. That changes the triangle. That changes the position of the big circle. Oh, I can see what kind of field it is based on the type of object. So that is... I need my book again. Alright, so that is with the regular triangle and the small circle on top. That's selenic. So I'm looking for something that produces a selenic field. What did I have to change for this to move? Oh, there, I think. Oh, that's how I close it. Okay. So I'm looking for something... Let me double check. I'm looking for something that produces a selenic field. I know that that's a selenic item. So that's not it. Or wait, no, that produces an upright selenic field. Looking for something that produces a sideways selenic field. Selenic. Alright, so selenic is of the moon, so I'm looking for things with a crescent moon design. Cloak. Crescent moon. Alright, this has a selenic symbol on it. But that produces... Oh, that produces the 3 that I'm looking for, I think. Okay, so that's object number 2. 1 is a spiral, and 3 is the back and forth. Let me look in my artifact book to see if I have anything else that's, like, marked selenic. SS. Selenic. Elvastone, selenic totem, or a sleep vessel. Could be a sleep vessel. I'm gonna look for... Yeah, I'm gonna look for stuff that's related to either... Alright, so the Elvastone is... Selenic discipline. So I know I have an Elvastone here somewhere. Let me check the sleep vessel. Let me check what kind of field it produces. That's not it. So, Elvastone. Libula... I know I have one here. One of you, maybe? Guys, Lillian, Zia, Elvastone. Alright, so you're number 3. And now I'm looking for number 1. So I'm gonna put this book back, grab my other symbol book, go over here, start checking the other types of symbols. So it could be Drydic. You are the diamonds. That's not what I'm looking for. You're the big circle. You're the little circle. Yeah, big circle, little circle, triangle. So you don't... Do you not produce a field at all? Oh wait, I have to change the position of the circle too. Oh, no, big circle's not in the right place. Big circle should be there. So that's a Drydic field. That's not what I need. Could be Diurnic. So, actually, I should check. Okay, so Mentic is little circles all the way down. That's big circle. Big circles all the way up. Little circles all the way down. That's not what I need. Actually, I should check Wixic too while I've got this. Big circle's here. Little circle is up here. No, big circle's here. That's also not it. Okay, so it's either Diurnic or Noctic then. So Diurnic is big circle is up, little circle is in the middle. That's not it. So then it's Noctic for sure. Yeah, alright, so I'm looking for anything that produces a Noctic field. I know there was one of them. LMN. Noctic site. Ambra produces a Noctic field. Okay. What gemstones are Noctic? Maybe if I have if I can figure out gemstones, it'll make it easier. I didn't get an ad. Oh. Maybe because you've just got here. Usually Twitch will tell me when it's... Well, I have Seribot set up to tell me when Twitch is running an ad break. It's not Twitch itself that's set up. So is there anything... Are there any Noctic gemstones? Onyx is Noctic. Or Vivinite. Okay. So, let's see. Do you have Onyx? No. You have Onyx. You might be Noctic. No, you are not. Okay. What about you? Are you Noctic? You are not. Vestiger's not. Shield Germ, maybe? Nope, you produce the same kind of field, but you're not what I'm looking for. No. What about you? Nope. Tried the Shimmer. Let's try Gray's Grace, maybe? No. Were there any other Noctic items that I noticed? Selenic Totem, Sleep Vessel. Selenic Totem. Wait, you're the Selenic Totem, aren't you? No, you're an Elvistone. I thought I had a Selenic Totem, though. I do. Not the right kind of field, though. That is a Noctic field that I'm looking at, right? It's not... So many factors. Okay, yeah, that is a Noctic field. Or no, that's a... Oh, yes, it is a Noctic field that I'm looking at. Okay. Oh, hey, look at that. That produces a Noctic field. Whoa. Went all glowy and stuff. Alright, now I've got a totem with whatever these are in it. Okay. Interesting, I think. I can go ahead and archive this. And then I will just drag these back to their respective places, I guess. You go here. You also go here, and I will move you up here as well. Okay. Let's see what happens. Close this. Audrey Bell. Judgment is coming. We worship the warrior not out of love, but because he is powerful. Because he demands our fear. What use is a god that you are not afraid of? Those of us who have read Holgar's teachings have known about the prophecy for a long time, and now the casket will finally be opened. It contains his final lesson for those who will not kneel. It contains his retribution against the sinful. It contains his divine rage. My preparations are underway to celebrate his wrath and prove our devotion. For now, a veiled fen is all I require. Alright, so I have to figure out what the heck a veiled fen is. Let's see. Veiled fen. Brightly colored in the light, but clouds over after a short period in total darkness. They can be used to command attention from individuals or small groups of people. Alright, so I'm looking for something that is brightly colored in the light. Okay, brightly colored. I mean, you're pretty brightly colored, aren't you? Or maybe I should use a candle to hold up to it? I know what you are, I know what you are. Brightly colored in light, but clouds over after a short period in total darkness. Okay. What do I have that's sort of cloudy looking then, I guess? Let's use the get the attention of a group of people. Alright, so maybe if I look at something that's got like light on it. Ares Remnant Ethereal Key. That's not it. Sunbond, maybe? Looking for a veiled fen. Short period in total darkness. Dark. Shadowhold Sunbond. Darkness, Tenebrine Cloak. Maybe I use the Tenebrine Cloak on it? I'm not sure. Does this change the lighting? For something that clouds over in total darkness. What does that even mean? This one kind of glows, but I don't think it's... Doesn't seem to do anything. Brightly colored, I should start there. Okay. What do I have that's brightly colored? Green. Perception, nothing to remark. Okay. That's not super helpful. If I shut any of the brightly colored items in a drawer or a cupboard. Oh. Okay. I can try that. So, nope, that one's still all glowy. So it's not that. Brightly colored. You're kind of brightly colored. One, two, three. Alright, so no, there's no cloudiness for you. I should also probably put this back. What about you? One, two, three. Oh, there we go. Alright, I think that's probably what I'm looking for. Okay, so you are a veiled fen. I should label you, or, well, no, now you're down here. Okay. Veiled? Is that how you spell veiled? I think so. Alright, I will end the game. The two men fought as the heavens opened and lightning flashed across the night. One man wrestled the casket from the other's grasp and leaped astride his horse, galloping off into the cold, wet darkness. Okay, what do we got today? Got something that's very, very round. Okay, what? Something with a triangle in the middle. Well, I've got this. This is a very similar shape. I'm looking for building shapes, I think. Let's see. Alright, so I'm looking for one, like, key-shaped building. So looking for something shaped like a key. Actually, it could be about the shape of the rooms here. If there's a triangle anywhere. I don't see it though. Looking for a triangle between three. No, it's definitely not here. It's gotta be on the regular map. Looking for a small building surrounded by other buildings diagonally. Surrounded by others diagonally. Oh. That looks like it could be this one here. So if that's this one here, then there should be buildings surrounded by others diagonally somewhere here. And then the key one down this way somewhere.
Should be somewhere over here then. Don't see. Should be the weird little diagonal one somewhere over here. Could be that, but I don't think it is. Could be... So actually, what if I just go straight south? When the Jupiter is aboard the Mary Bell. Oh, no, I have Jupiter, so that's not it. Okay. Is that the triangulation of 3 buildings? I'm pretty sure that one is this here. Because it matches pretty well. Which means that it should be somewhere south of there. It's here? Or here, maybe? Calgarth Hall? That's not it. Huh. This is almost definitely here. Could be there, maybe? Nope. Okay, I'll try one more guess. Maybe it's here? Still looking for this weird little diagonal building here. Don't see it here anywhere. Okay, so I have no idea what to do with that, so I will just move on with my day, I think. Let's see, okay. We think we finally located the wreck of the Orion out in the lake. Sadly, our funding has run out and we can't afford expensive diving equipment. But we put our heads together and wondered if there was another way. You're our last hope. Alright. There was an artifact about this. Something about breathing underwater. Ascus allows the bear to breathe underwater. The sensation is said to be most unusual since it requires one to not breathe at all. Those that use Ascus for an extended period of time sometimes forget to breathe once they are back on dry land and might subsequently pass out. The core of the item is cold to the touch, but the ring, sometimes called the halo, stays warm. Okay, so I'm looking for something with a ring in the center. Sense of touch. Raise detailing. Scent and sound? Nope. Inner perception? No. Okay. Looking for something with a ring in the center. Is it this? Sense of touch? Cool. Alright, so that's not it. Has a ring in the center that is warm. It's not you. It's not you. That's not it. It could be you. Smooth, raised detailing, smooth. Nope. Grave detailing, warm, great, hard and cool. So it's got a ring in the middle. Or it doesn't necessarily have to be in the middle. It's got a ring somewhere on it. Smooth, that's not it. I know what you are. I know what you are. Let me get a hint, I guess. Allow someone to breathe underwater. Look at the index. Okay. Ascus, breathe underwater. Underwater, that's the only thing for an Ascus. Maybe if I go breathe instead. Breathe, Ascus. Nope. Alright, breathe. There's literally nothing useful there. It's the ring. Ascus, Cosmic Purifier, Ossic Ring. Okay, there's nothing useful in the index. Description mentions that the item has a ring. Inspect some items that have rings. Okay, thank you. That's exactly what I was doing. Elva Stone. Oh, that's warm. Cool to the touch, but the outside is warm. I'm looking for a ring that's warm with a cool outside. That's not it. Cool and smooth. Don't think that's it. Maybe if I can see any symbols associated with water. Breath? No. Water is a triangle. Okay. Cool. Alright, that's not it. I think I've checked everything over here. Huh. Does anyone else just make, like, villager noises when they're thinking, like, every time I say huh, my brain immediately goes, huh. Cool. That doesn't change no matter where I am on the item, so that's not it. Warm and smooth. Warm and smooth. Alright, it's not you. I know what you are. I know what you are. Cool and smooth. Soft, cool and smooth. Okay. Not you. Base detailing. Okay, so that's not it. Am I missing something? Is there... You don't even have a ring. Nothing in either drawer. Inspect some items to see if any of them are warm where the rest of the item is cold. Okay, that's what I've been doing. That is incredibly unhelpful, thank you. Oh, it might be you. Surprisingly warm, cool, and smooth. Okay. That's probably it. Can't believe I forgot that existed. Alright, and it is an Ascus. Get blue. S-C-U-S. Rowena Hardwick. I'm close, but I need more power. I need St. Cedric's Thunder, and quickly, while the storm's raging. Okay, St. Cedric's Thunder. S-S-S-S-S-S... St. Cedric's Thunder. Used to store the power of a single thunderclap. Alchemists have been trying to harness this power for centuries, and there are rumors that some have indeed successfully used it to transmute base metals into gold. They are placed on the top of mountains to charge them during storms. Gemstones can be used to prevent the charge from waning over time. Alright. Well, I have one thing with gemstones and a thunder symbol. So how much you want to bet? Yep. So you are Saint Cedric's Thunder. I know that should have an apostrophe, but I honestly can't bring myself to care that much. I've been trying to get a hold of an Ambra. Before she vanished, Verona said it might have something to do with my patience. It had almost slipped my mind, but then I remembered there's one right here in Strange Antiquities. Eli told me himself he keeps it locked behind ethereal key. Alright, so to start, I need to figure out what an ethereal key is. Designed to be hidden from prying eyes. When activated by moving the object in a circular motion, the key is revealed by its gemstone of light. Gemstones of the night power the concealment charm. So I'm looking for something with light and something with night. Hey, that rhymes. Alright, so amber is the sunstone, fire and light. And then nighttime. So onyx or moonstone. Alright, so I need 2 gemstones. One is onyx and one is moonstone. So honestly, that looks like it might be it. There we go. That's a key. And it unlocks this. Cool. So I'm looking for an ambra. Hard but smooth. Inner perception. Looking to mark. Alright, so ambra has... Ambra produces a Noctic field. Okay, so I will move this up over here. So it's out of my way. Move this here. Then I need something that produces a Noctic field. This, I need my Noctic symbol. Alright, so Noctic is... Got the diamond on the bottom. Big circle is there. Little circle is here. No, little circle's down here. Alright, so that one has a spiral field. So now I can test these to see which one makes a spiral field. Sense sound, sense of touch, detailing, color, and composition. Okay. Okay, so you make a spiral field. Is there anything else that does? No. You do too. So I should... You're an option. You're also an option. You don't produce any field. Interesting. And you're also not. Okay, so it's one of these three. Bronze and wood with a skull on the front. Alright, what does the amber do again? Mental fog. They are slow to work. Through prolonged use, they can cause the whites of the eyes to turn black and the subject to become deeply disoriented. Alright, none of them have gemstones, so what if I look for symbols instead? Confusion. Alright, so that has a confusion symbol on it. Foresight, fortune, hypnosis, insanity, life, paralysis, poison, protection, strength, truth, weakness, wisdom. So, mental fog. This one is not it, I don't think. No, it's got a symbol, but it's not the... That has got a symbol, but it is the symbol for paralysis, so that's not it. This one's just got a skull on it. Textured, smooth, raised detailing, scent and sound. Perception, nothing to remark. Alright, so I'm thinking it is probably this one. There we go! Okay, you are an Ambra. Blue label. Ambra. Can move you up here. Can close you to the center. Okay. Let's see what else we've got. You. I know you from somewhere. I don't remember why, but this shop was important somehow. I'm sorry. I know I'm not making much sense. I haven't been myself. I'll leave you be. Wait, I didn't want to... Shit. They found some poor soul washed up on the lakeshore. An older lady by the sounds of it. Drowned. But that's not the worst of it. Her eyes were all black, just like those others. I'm not taking any chances with the water around here. I'll take a bones guard. Okay. Do I need... No, I don't need that. Then I can go away. Away. I need this. Bones guard. Lobelia, binding seed, bones guard. So object has the mark of the antidote. Well, okay, so I'm looking for a mark of some kind. So if that's poison, then maybe an inversed one is the antidote? Alright, so that's not super helpful. He always drank from a stone goblet with the antidote inside. Boons guard. Small item. King Cedric, maybe? Nope. Poisoned. Poison. Bones Guard or a Shadow Hold? So I'm looking for a small object with the mark of the antidote, apparently. Or do I have a goblet that would work? No. It's a small object. Notice myself becoming drained of energy as I handle this object, so I don't think it's that. Could be this. Nothing to remark. Sound, sense of touch, weathered, bronze. Poison for Bones Guard. Of the antidote. So, let me see this. So that's not it. Maybe there's something here about antidotes? No. Maybe there's something here about antidotes? Alright, so that's not it. I'm looking for something that would fit inside a goblet. Bears the mark of the antidote. What about this? Tin. Weathered, scent and sound. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Alright, so I don't think that's it. Binding seed. Well, I've only really got 2 objects that are small enough to place inside a goblet. So I should check for marks or gemstones, specifically aquamarine. Water. Alright, so maybe it's this one? Nope. Rip. Okay. Let me look at my hands, then. Not sure I have what I need. I need to look through my letters and my notes. Okay, so it's gotta be this one, then. Clue card that requires me to use 3 landmarks to triangulate a point in the center. Yep, I got that. Pretty sure this is here, but I don't know where the other 2 are. Looking for a building with other buildings connecting to it diagonally. Could be this one. Or it could be this one, maybe? I don't know. One of the locations is the Twinnings. Alright, I don't know what that is. The Twinnings is 15? 15, 15, 15. Oh, yep. That's the one I knew already. Alright, so maybe I should just look for numbered ones. So 1 is the farm. 2 is strange horticulture. Which is where? 2 is there. That's not it. 3 is the barrows. Not there. High Green Church. No. 5 is the hospital. Oh, that does actually look like it could be maybe it, but I don't think so. 6 is Heathwood. Okay. 7 is the Lock House. That's not it. 8 is the Boatyard. That's also not it. 9 is Stockside Rock. I don't know where that is. 9. That's not it. 10 is the old jail. Oh, it could be 10, but I don't think it is. Uh, 11 is the Museum of History. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. There, that's not it. 12, 12 is there, that's also not it. 13. Keystone Manor. It's there. That's not it. 16 is the Town Hall. Also not it, I don't think. 17 is the Blacksmith's Guild. I don't think that's it either. It's not 18. It's not 19. 20 is the pit. That's definitely not it. 21 is the wood. 22 is Gelfrey's Tower. That's not it. 23 is the boat. 24 is over there. 25 is Calgarth Hall. So as I thought somewhere I tried to go already there. 26, Woodsworth Library. 26, 26, 26. A building on King Edward Street. Alright, where is that? King Edward, King Edward, King Edward. Oh, there. Okay, so between... Is it there? I should not have come here. Nope. Well, that's not ideal. King Edward Street is... Well, there's only a couple of buildings on King Edward Street. Is it there? Nope. Oh, please don't make me start the day over. The old jail stands silent. Nothing to find here. Okay. Is that the last hint I get? Okay. There ain't that many buildings on King Edward Street. Twinnings? No. Nope. That's not good. Okay, King Edward Street. There's really only so many buildings here, man. It's gonna make me restart the day, isn't it? Oh, there we are. Okay. When I draw back the curtain, I'm unable to control my exclamation of horror. Behind the dark velvet is a silent, squirming, seething mass of eyes, all shiny and wet and alive. Fear takes hold before my mind catches up and I understand what I'm looking at. And when I do, I realize that it is looking right back at me. The object I am looking for sits on a small shelf below, and the eyes watch as I snatch it and get out of there as fast as I can. Okay, and I am assuming that is what I need. It's got an inverted poison symbol and everything. The Bones Guard. Okay. I should label that. I'm afraid I can't pay you for it, but I can offer a trade if you'll accept it. Okay. Oh. Freaky. Okay. Let's see. Label you Bones Guard. Put you on a shelf somewhere. I think I have room up here. I'll also put you on a shelf here. Alright, looking at the time, I think it is about time for me to be done for today. Sorry for the slightly... Not a great time to end, but I've got to be honest, I am starving and it's getting kind of late. So I am probably going to go ahead and end things here for today. I will try and be back on either tomorrow or Thursday around the same time. But, until then, do I have enough people to raid someone? I've got 3 people, it looks like that should be enough to raid. Let's see, is there anyone I'm following who's live? Doesn't look like there's anyone I'm following who I'm comfortable raiding. In that case, let's see who's smaller or similar size. Looks like there is someone else playing the same game. So let's go ahead and raid on into them. If y'all are good with that. Alright, I will go ahead and start that raid, and then, again, thank you all so much for joining, and I hope I'll see you later. Bye.